McCormick's district, in the 7th Congressional District in good old Georgia. They've been shocked that it's been white Americans who have been showing up saying, no, you don't. You don't do this to us. You don't take our jobs. You don't close down USAID. You don't talk about cutting Medicaid. They have been on it. And McCormick is a Republican in a very conservative district, district that's gone, Trump, all over the times. But he was shocked. He had no idea. You could tell that he was almost like a deer in a headlight, as people were hitting up one after the other, complaining. So, folks, get out there, be heard, don't be silent, and we want to talk about what you can do with your money. Okay, we're going to talk about that because we're mad about all these, cutbacks to DEI, all of these attempts to, say, now, folks, let's be clear. What is DEI? Diversity, equity, and inclusion. It is a way of making sure that the good old boy network of only hiring the good old boys who are usually white men, that there is an opportunity for others to be considered, to be hired. Doesn't mean, they're still what? They still are almost, 90% of all the CEOs in this country, and more. Folks, we got to understand that if we don't say, open the door, let me in, I can qualify, I can show you I can do it, I'm good, I'm better than the folks you've been hiring. If you don't have that opportunity, then you never get anywhere in this society. We need people to say to the federal government, to Trump, we want you to reinstate the DEI programs. You got a DEI. I'm so glad that the judge in Baltimore just stopped, issued his decision stopping the cuts that were going on to DEI, and saying that the executive orders are too vague, and they are, especially as people in the federal government is confused. Can they celebrate Black history? Can they celebrate women's history? Can they do anything? There's just massive confusion. So we are, going to continue to be on the front line, but there's something everybody can do, right? There's something each and everybody can do. On February 28th, on Friday, it's Economic Blackout Friday. Yep. We're asking you, don't buy a thing. Come on now. You want to talk about it, Brenda?
Yeah, I was getting ready to say that right away.
Yes.
We have more power than we realize that we have. Don't pay for anything unless it's your medication or something that you really need. And if you need food, you need to get it the day before. Because that shows you when you come up with something like that, then that's a way that we can be actually heard and heard loudly.
And we want to thank the People's Union, and we want to thank all the organizations that are backing the Blackout Friday. Folks, here's what you need to do. Prepare now. Prepare in advance. Because on anything you need to buy, do it now. But on Friday, we do not want you to make any purchases. Don't spend a dime. Do not shop online. Do not shop in any stores. No Amazon, no Walmart, no Best Buy, nowhere. Don't do that. Do not spend money on fast food.
Right, Barbara, and also Target. Target has had a substantial drop in income in the last week.
Yes.
Because of this.
Because they come on. I mean, this whole, we're just going to bow down because we are afraid that somebody might sue us, or we just, never wanted to do it any darn way. And now that we don't have to, we're going to roll it back. Folks, no gas. Don't use your credit cards. Just don't buy. Don't buy. And if you must buy, then support, small, local, Black businesses. Do that. Terry, what do you say quickly to this, to no buy Economic Blackout Friday, February 28th?
Yeah, 100%. And this is going to happen more often. So get used to a blackout day. This is not just going to be one day. We are flexing our economic power. This is a part of the resistance. Resistance a lot is throwing sand in the gears of the oligarchs. And one of the ways we throw sand in the gears of the oligarchs is we demonstrate our collective economic power by staying home. So this Friday, February 28th, everybody stay home. I can't tell you how disappointed I am in Target. I used to shop there. I'm not shopping there anymore.
I don't either.
Because they pulled back on DEI and health pay. You know, I frankly haven't shopped at Walmart in years and years and years because of the same thing, and they're so anti-union and anti-worker. But I thought Target was better than that, and I found out I'm wrong. So no Target, no gas. Don't stop for gas. Don't go to the big corporate grocery stores, the Albertsons, the Giant, the Kroger down here in the South. Don't go to any of it. Just stay home. Do your shopping on tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, and stay home on Friday. We have to show that we will link arms in dangerous times, and we are ready to shut this thing down if they won't listen to us.
And we want people to be clear. Why are we doing this? We're doing this because they are hurting us by backing off of DEI, but also corporate America has a role here. They should not be sitting around allowing these legislators to be saying they're going to kill Medicaid, and they're going to kill the ACA because they want to give corporations a tax break. Corporations ought to be saying, no, don't do that. They should be saying to the president of this country, the democracy counts. You are acting like an autocrat. That's not what we have signed up for. They can use their economic power, but they're not, because they're greedy, because they're cowardly, and we got to force them to stand up, right? Reverend Sadler, are you still with us? All right.
I'm sure he's still with us, Barbara. You're so incredibly correct that it's important that we reward those that are standing with us. We know companies like Coca-Cola, companies like Costco, they've been standing with us. They're doubling down on their DEI efforts. We've got to be certain that we support those. Spend on people that are going to spend and
but
support
nothing on
you.
Friday.
That's what this
but
is
nothing
about.
on Friday.
So on Friday.
Nothing on Friday.
Right, not on Friday, but spend on people that are going to support you and your cause. One of the things that we do encourage you to do, and we're going to have up on our website, tjcoalition.org, we're going to have a listing of companies that are supportive of DEI initiatives and companies that are not, so that you can be informed as to where you should be spending your money and where your money is going and what the companies are doing for the community. So tjcoalition.org, we will have that listing that will be up for everyone to be able to see. We'll also have the 202-224-3121 number that will be up there for you to contact your members of the Senate to let them know your feelings on all of these issues. Back to you, Barbara.
Yes, yes. Go ahead, Reverend Sadler.
I just wanted to say my apologies. I was trying to hit the mute button and I kept failing. But I'm so happy to hear that there are new strategies to suggest that we can use our financial power to make sure that people pay attention to who we are. I'm so grateful that we are thinking outside of the traditional boxes and trying to find new strategies that might work. And I want to encourage each and every person out there today to start thinking outside of the box. What can I do to make sure that people know that I have economic power, that I have political power, that I've got social capital, that I've got different means of influencing what goes on in my country? They will not take my country away from me without a fight. So I want to make sure that we all take our agency, do the best that we can to show the power that we have, and make sure that we do not give up on our country.
And thank you. And I want to say thanks to Reverend Jamal Bryant, who has put out a wonderful, and then we're going to have that resource available on our website also, everybody. You'll bear with us. We're going to be putting stuff up today. There'll be stuff up tomorrow. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us, on Instagram, on Facebook, on all of our, social media, because and LinkedIn, we're going to be putting up information, because one thing Jamal Bryant's done that's brilliant is that he's done this directory that people can get of Black businesses all over the country that you can be supporting during this, during these times. But remember, on February 28th, we're asking people, please don't spend, but if you must, do it with a Black business. So he's got this great directory, so we're going to have that up that you can use. We're going to be putting up, the list of the companies that are not supporting DEI. We're going to have the companies that are, that we want you to buy with in the future, but nothing on Friday, right? So I just, really want to, Daryl, thank our amazing guests. What a time we've had. Brenda, how do people get in touch with you?
703-585-4685. They also can email me at bfordh@gmail.com.
And you're you're still on X, I saw. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on there. Just be mad. I'm on X.
I know.
I'm on all the
platforms. We're all moving the blue sky.
That gets me fired up.
Yes, ma'am, because we don't like that Elon platform. Okay, folks, quickly, Terry, how do people get in touch with you?
So I'm on LinkedIn. Just search for Terry O'Neill, Terry with a Y, 2 L's in O'Neill. And I'm also on Blue Sky. Also just search on Blue Sky. Yeah.
All right. And Reverend Sadler, how do people get in touch with you, sir?
You can always get in touch with me at my Facebook page. You can get in touch with me on my Instagram page. You can also look at the Center for Social Justice and Reconciliation. Our webpage gets through to me, as well as does the Reimagining America Project. Love to hear from you. Love to work with you. We've got work to do. I don't care if you're Black, white, Puerto Rican, young, old, Indigenous American.
Yes.
We need you in this struggle for
everybody. Justice. Amen. Amen. Daryl, take us home.
Thank you, Barbara, and certainly want to thank each of our guests, Reverend Dr. Rodney Sadler, as well as Attorney Brenda Ford Harding and Attorney Terry O'Neill for your participation with us today. Folks, we encourage you to go to Facebook, to do the research, to Google it, to come up with the information from the Teletown Hall that we had on Sunday, February 23rd, from Ahmaud Arbery Day. Just an incredible information that will be received from that. We encourage you also that on Friday to support the Blackout. Don't buy, don't do anything on this Friday. If you got to spend locally. We also encourage you to go to tjcoalition.org, You'll be able to learn there how to contact the switchboard at Congress to tell them your oppositions to things. But most importantly, folks, get off the sidewalks, get into the streets, get into some good trouble, and let's make America love us. Peace, everybody.
Peace.
The preceding program was paid for by Barbara Arnwine.
I had an important job. And it wasn't just a job, it was keeping my brothers and sisters safe. And coming back, it felt like kind of thrown away. It's like you're useless. We don't really have a need for you now because you can't really do anything for us. That's the way I felt. If it hadn't been for Wounded Warrior Project, I honestly don't know if I would be here. It was the camaraderie that I saw and had. It was like I got my family back again. We all felt the connection, like that brother and sisterhood.
See how Wounded Warrior Project empowers women veterans like Donna by visiting woundedwarriorproject.org/empowerwomenvets.
News Talk 1450 and 95.9 WOL with the Carl Nelson Show. Weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. Reverend Al Sharpton keeping it real from 1 to 4 p.m. And the Tavis Smiley Show from 4 to 7 p.m. Download our mobile app and take us everywhere you are or listen live at WOLDCnews.com. The news and issues that matter to you most from Carl Nelson, Reverend Al Sharpton, and Tavis Smiley on 1450 and 95.9 WOL. 1450 WOL, Washington, D.C. 95.9 W240DJ, WMMJ HD3, WDCJ FM HD3, and worldwide at WOLDCnews.com.
The views and opinions of the following show do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of News Talk 1450 WOL, Radio 1 Incorporated, or their management.